Alphabets and numbers are two major elements in learning, but usually alphabets get converted into words, words into pictures, and it becomes easy to remember. Whereas numbers, being very abstract, really confuse us, especially the dates in history. Don't worry. Today we will learn a technique to convert the alphabets into numbers and vice versa. Once we know this, we can just do this internal coding at any point. We all know that we have 26 alphabets, A to Z, and we can easily say that A stands for 1 and so on. But in this video, we will learn and we will memorize these numbers and alphabets at the same time. So to put this A to E in numbers, this is simple because these are the first 5 alphabets. We just write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So whenever you have a number 3 somewhere, you can also remember it like C because C stands for 3, 3 stands for C. This is the kind of learning and coding we need to develop. Coming to the last two alphabets, Y and Z. Since they are the last alphabets, I'm sure it'll be easy to remember them as 25 and 26. Also understanding E in a different way in case you get confused. Just look at this E. If we just remove one bar and take it on the other side, this becomes a digital 5. So E stands for 5. Once again, A to E for 1 to 5, Y and Z for 25 and 26. Now moving on to other alphabets. F. This we are going to learn by a mirror image. If we make a mirror image of F, it would look something like this, and if we attach a bar to it, this becomes 6. In case of G, we will see that if we look deeply, we can actually see the 7 written there. In case of 8, all we have to do is, we have to attach 2 bars on top and bottom and it resembles alphabet number 8. I especially can be written in this way. This looks so much like a 9. And J can be written with a dot and the dot will make it like 1 and 0, which is 10. K has 2 bars. All we have to do is straighten this bar and it becomes an 11. This is L. What do we do with this? All we have to do is add these 2 bars, 1 bar, 2 bar, and this becomes 1 plus 2, 12. In an M, again a 3, a digital 3 rather, is written there. It is on top. Since we have already crossed number 10, this is going to be 1 and 3, which is 13. Coming on further, alphabet N. If in Roman numerals, you can write this as 1 and 4, which is 4. So one more attached to it, it becomes 14. Now coming to alphabet O. When do you always get an off? On 15th August. So O stands for 15. P is another alphabet we will learn by making a mirror image of it. The mirror is like this, and all we have to do is put one line here and this becomes 16. Q. Again, there is a cut here which we also noticed in G. So this is 7 and 1 attached to it, 17. R. Again, digitally we just connect a bar and it becomes 18. Coming to S. I'm sure you remember when Sachin Tendulkar entered cricket, because we're going to learn a few things by cricket now. Sachin entered cricket at the age of 19 and he really became the master of T20. T20 is something you all remember. So S and T will be remembered through Sachin and T20. 19 and 20. Now coming to Yuvraj. At what age did he enter cricket? 21 and a half. That makes it easier for us, and we give a 21 to you and 22 to we. Also, another thing you can remember is this has two lines, so 1 plus 1 is 2 any which ways. But coming towards the end, this becomes 22. In W again, if you notice, the 3 is hidden, the digital 3. So we can just pull this up, put a 2 in front, and this becomes 23. Coming to X, can you notice the 4 small bars? Just add all 4 of them and we get 24. And I'm sure you remember the last two, 25 and 26. Now coming to some examples. When did William Bendick abolish the Sati Pratha? All we have to do is put this year 1829 as RBI. 18 was an R, remember? All you have to do is put a bar here and the 1 gets attached. So 18 stands for R, 2 for B, and I written in a very stylish way is 1, RBI. Gandhiji was born in 1869. How do you remember this? 6 stands for F and I stands for 9. Gandhiji was the father of India. So we will say FI 69, and we are never going to forget that Gandhiji was born in 1869. Now let's remember some monuments. There is a year 1193 and this gets converted into Kai. Kai looks like a long minar. What is this? This is Qutub Minar. So Kai, all you have to remember next to Qutub Minar is Kai, which gets converted into 1193. Now, which is the most impeccable thing in the country, monument-wise? I'm sure the answer is Taj Mahal. So the word Peck, which actually gets converted into 1653. P stands for 16, E we remember was 5 and C was 3. So if you remember Peck, you will know that Taj Mahal was made in the year 1653. Tragedy of Jallianwala Bagh. There are various dates which really sadden us. Maybe remembering a god, Sai in this case, could be 1919. S stands for 19, A for 1 and I for 9. You could also remember this as SS if you want to, but since we have started learning 4 digits, putting the first alphabet for the first 2, I would suggest convert this into a 3-letter word. So Jallianwala tragedy happened in 1990. Looking at some more examples. When did the 7-year war take place between France and India? QED, hence proved. I'm sure a lot of you know this is used in maths. Just QED next to this will remind you of 1754. Q gets converted into 17, E into 5 and D into 4. Likewise, the first revolt of independence, we registered and we made a real attempt that we will get independence. So Reg, R-E-G, which is a short form of register, R stands for 18, E for 5, G for 7. These I hope were good examples. Remember, once you stop learning, you start dying. So don't worry. Find newer, better ways of learning. Keep using your mind. Like you exercise and make your body strong, if you keep inventing new ways of learning, your mind will become stronger and sharper. God bless. Happy learning.